Guys, give me just a second to see something here. Just a second. I'm back. So I'm so sorry, guys. I just had to attend my neighbor here. So my neighbor was calling me at the my gate. And guys, we are recording this English meeting right now. So I'd like to say thank you so much to be here. It's always a pleasure to speak and practice English, as also with you, of course. So English to me is not a job. English to me is a pleasure. It's a relaxing time, and that is should be this for everyone, for all of you. Okay. So, Alice, let me start this English conversation just asking some surrounding questions. First question is going to be for you, and after for Harajes, and after that, Genial. So, Alice, the question is it difficult for you right now study English or speaking English? How many difficulties you have been facing with your English? What type of parts of your English it's more difficult to you right now, or are you comfortable right now with your English?
I think now it's not very hard for me to speak English, and I think in most of the situations I can speak English very easily, and I can describe my I can express myself very clearly. But there are still some situations where I am not comfortable with speaking English. There are some very complex situations where I tend to use Chinese because my Chinese skill is higher than my English skill. So in some very complex situation, I will want to use my use Chinese. For example, yesterday you bring some new questions about the appearance. At that time, I think it was a little hard for me to answer the questions because I don't have enough vocabularies about the appearance and something like that. So first, I tended to speak Chinese, but I know you guys don't speak Chinese, so I can't use Chinese. There are also some other situations. I think let me think. I still have some difficulties listening English. I think I can't understand some English movies because they speak very fast and their voice is very low. So I can't understand them. I need to use the English subtitle to understand this. And besides, in some English movies, they use a lot of slangs, which I don't know the meaning. So I think I still need to improve my English listening skill. As for my reading and my writing, I think I am not good at these two parts because I haven't practiced them a lot. So I think I still have difficulties doing these two parts. Okay, that's all.
Nice, nice. It's normal. It's totally totally okay to have difficult to listen sometimes. As you just said, I'm the same boat on that one because sometimes when I'm watching some videos, some movies in English, it's quite difficult because especially movies is more complicated to me because there are a lot of slangs, like you just said. So I'm trying to increase my vocabulary when talking about slangs. But everything's okay. I have been feeling more comfortable, as you just said. I'm feel the same. Then you, Genio, how is your English? What part is more difficult to you right now, or are you comfortable when the matter is English, when you come to say anything in English? How is your English progress? What are you thinking about it?
Thank you, Alex. After a long time, actually, I have joined the class. Uh, I already missed some classes for many difficult issue. So I'd like to share my English progress. Actually, first of all, I love English. Practice with the English man or foreign colleagues. So, uh, in my side, actually, English is practicing is very difficult for me because in our country there is not available foreign people or who are practicing English, and also not available our colleague who have talked in English. So I'm very much interested to learn English, but difficult to practice it in my daily life. So I'm also comfort feel when I watch the movie, English movie, that I often the subtitle because maximum word is understanding is very hard to me. So at that time, I pause the video and I see the word and meanings. So maximum time when I see the movie 2 or 3 times, that time I feel comfort and maximum their conversation I understand. So I think that, Alex, another side, writing skill, actually writing skill is a medium, because I have to write some email to our colleagues and senior. That time I have tried to write something or official information or report. It's practicing every day, but speaking is very low in my set. Alex, this is from my all. Thank you.
Thank you, Genio, to be here with us today. I know everyone has problems sometimes, no problem. The most important thing is that we never give up, okay? So always trying your best to be here with us, to practice English, even by yourself. If you have no time to join us, just practice, just keeping your speaking skills. Practice in front of a mirror, in front of just recording with your own camera, your cell phone. That's very important. So we have been seeing your progress, guys. So you are have been progress. Charming. And how about you? From your side, how is your English level? So when you're talking about difficult, what is the most difficult things for you to speak English today? Or speaking, writing, what do you have been facing problems? So let me know a little bit about it.
Hello, Alex. Actually, English is very hard for international people, and for me, when I start to learn English, I thought my basic was little strong. Then it helps me a lot for learning and improving myself. and now it is like that. I improved myself in English, but sometimes I'm not preparing my classes exactly, and I don't practice well, so well. So for this time, it's very disappointing thing that I am not working so much at it, because my academic studies are also continuing. So and I am doing my graduation in account subject of accounting. So accounting is very hard subject. So I have five math subject, so it's very hard to continue both of them with at a time. So when I tried to concentrate in my academic study, then I failed to continue my IELTS reading or IELTS study. But now I think I have to quit for some time, because my academic study is more important than IELTS for now. Because I will sit for my IELTS exam approximately after 1 year, so I have enough time for this. So I think that I am continuing my study, my study with my academic studies, but I have to do little practice on it. Whenever I got time, then I can write or practice about this. But mainly when I try to practice my speaking session, and mostly it is with all of you, then I feel that I'm improving to saying something, and or expressing my feelings, but I didn't make the progress with new vocabularies. I think that's my problem for now, because I think I can express my feelings or what I want to say. I can express, but when I try to try a new vocals or something, then I feel that I don't know any new word, but I actually I learn very new words, very new vocabs, and practice. But whenever I try to use it in my conversation, it's very hard to fill them in a sentence. And it's like I have to try more for new vocals, and I have to learn new vocabularies, because when I actually I'm in a page, Facebook page, that is used for abroad study, actually in USA, because my goal is to study in USA. So I am joined in a group Facebook page, and its name Next Stop USA. So in this group, there are lots of posts that all are in English. So whenever I got time to and scrolling Facebook, I tried to read all of that post. And when I read all of that post, I think that there are lots of vocabs, new vocabs that I didn't understand. And I think that for this I have to try more for new vocabularies. And uh, and one of the good thing is that whatever I read, I can understand a very well stage. And other thing is that I have to work on it daily, or about it's maybe long, it's for 1 week or something, but I have to do work on it. So speaking, my main problem is new vocabulary, using new vocabularies. And writing, listening and writing is maybe when I practice good, will be good, or whenever I didn't practice, then it will be worse. So it's maybe like I if I want to improve, then it will easy for me. But in speaking new vocabulary, and also one more thing, that is reading. In reading, I have to came through with a problem, that is time management in our IELTS. speaking, sorry, IELTS test, reading is most hard, man. That is like one of the hardest part is reading, because it's very hard for academic student also, and I'm also academic IELTS student. So for me, IELTS reading is very hard because time management when I make this, and there are three parts of passage. There are three passages, and we have to answer all of them. And every passage has 13 question. So that time, I feel very exhausted when I feel that I have to make all of the questions in a short time, and it's very hard because IELTS in IELTS reading test, there are very new vocabularies, and there are
Yeah,
very
I know.
confusing sentences. So every sentences is very hard to understand, and there are very confusing words and keywords, so it's very hard. So reading is the most hardest part for me, and in speaking just new vocabulary. I think if I can more practice with this part, I have lot of work on it, then I'll be good at it. So that's all.
Nice. Nice. Yes, indeed. All of that we can do it about it. Yes, to be prepared to study as much as you can. And I'm sure that you're gonna have a great brand score if you get well prepared for this exam, for this assessment. Because IELTS is always a surprise. So when you arrive there, when you get your mock, your test, you're gonna see how it's gonna be, because there's no way to prevent to understand what they're gonna ask you, what type of questions, what topics. IELTS is just a great experience, but always is a surprise. It's always a surprise the questions that they're gonna make for us. We just needed to be prepared to read a lot, to try writing, but writing is the most difficult. In my opinion, too, writing is the most difficult part. Reading, I have been practicing a lot. Reading skills, listening skills, I have been practicing lots. And my speaking, I have been speaking English with you here. But I believe the writing test, it's gonna be tough for me. But thank you, Charmy, to share this. Let me ask you for Tanver right now. Tanver, hello, how are you, my friend? Is everything okay with you?
Yeah, friend, I am fine. And you? And everyone?
Great, great. We miss you guys. We miss you here. You have been a while since the last time that we practiced together. How is your
Sorry,
life?
sorry, because some previous day I was so busy and I went to my relative home and
No problem.
I did not connect with you, and that's why
No problem, my
it's
friend. No problem. I'd
it's
like to
very
ask you the same
exhausting.
question. I'd like to ask the same question that I asked to Alice, to Genuine, and Charming right now. We're talking about some difficulties or some levels that we feel are English. So let me ask you, how is your English level, or what part of their English learning process are you facing more difficult? So how is your listening? How is your writing? How is your speaking? What do you think that is the most difficult part to about your English process learn? Let me know a little bit about it.
Thank you, Alex, for your question, and it is very interesting question because English is one of the most important language, and there are four modules, and
Sorry, Taver, maybe you are with your fingers on your microphone because your audio is quite low. Let me go start again.
can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay. Uh, I think English is one of the most important language, and there are so many vocabulary and so many. How can I say? But whatever, there are four module: speaking, writing, reading, and listening. And one of the most toughest things that I think that reading is one of the most difficult things. When I get a reading book and when I get a free time and I try to reading an English book, and so on that time I get a so many vocabulary, and the vocabulary I would do not familiar with this vocabulary, and that's why I cannot understand this sentence and the history. And I have so many story book, English story books, and uh, but I s- many time I do not understand the story, and it's very difficult the reading's topic. And listening is, I think listening is little bit easy, and speaking when you try to practice with another person, and speaking more easy and more comfortable after the practice, more practice. And other subject is writing is you always making, you always thinking a sentence your native language, and you make a convert to English language. And every day if you try to English writing and mail you say you uh, how can you typing with your friend English typing, and it's very useful for you, and I think it's very useful for me. That's all.
Nice, nice. I agree with you. I couldn't agree more because,
That's
as you
all.
could see, guys, as you all could see here, everyone has been facing some problem with sometimes listening, sometimes writing, or sometimes, how can I say, the pronunciation, the right pronunciation. Because I just would like to remember you guys here that pronunciation is one of the key to have a good communication. So we must pay attention at our pronunciation. So how we should say some words? Because in English, for instance, the word red, when we talk about colors, for instance, colors, red, do you know what color is it? Do you know? Red. But when I say something that I was reading, I can say that I read a book last night. So if I do not pay attention on the context or on the right pronunciation of the word, maybe I can have a misunderstanding. Because if I say red in English, I should say, maybe they are talking about colors because red is a color. But I
That is
can talking
all.
about red. For instance, I read a book last night, which means I was talking about reading. Reading, and the past tense is read. So our pronunciation must be accurate. We must be, to try improve our pronunciation to be a good English speakers. And it's quite difficult because depending on the country that you live in, it's more difficult because every country has your own native language, and their native language. It's quite difficult to. For instance, I was watching. Do you know the guy which is called? Let me remember. They did a concert at Brazil some months ago. Um, I don't remember his name, but I was watching an interview about this guy. He was a famous American, how can I say, singer, and he came to Brazil some months ago, and they did a great concert here. For there are a lot of people, there are crowds and things like that. And he was given interview in Portuguese. He tried to speak some things in Portuguese, but as he was an American native speaker, it was quite difficult some words to him to say, and he started to say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I could keep I keep doing this interview, but I'd like to do this in English because my Portuguese is not enough, is not good enough. I have some difficulties to say something like and things like that because here in Brazil there are a lot of words which we use or in final and the final part of the word." and that's why. So even the Americans have difficult to express their feelings in other languages. So it's totally normal. It's totally okay. We had problems too. So without further ado, here I just would like to change right now our topic. So first of all, I'd like to ask you, if it's possible, of course, turn it on your cameras because this is so important to connect with us, to connect people. So if you have no problem, of course, depending on where you are right now, I'd like to ask you to open your cameras because, guys, we are doing a video call. So it's not a ring. It's not calling by a ring situation. So I'd like to see you. It's better to me to keep us concentrated and to give her more responsibility when we are talking about English. So thank you so much to do that. And doing our practice session, as we talked before, I'd like to practice English about let me see here. Okay, about job, about career. So we already studied a lot of questions about jobs interview. And today I'd like to ask some questions here. Everyone here, we're gonna choose one question. We're gonna choose one question, and you gonna choose for who you would like to make this question. So here, you guys gonna be manage this English meeting here. So first question I gonna do, and you both can do this after I ask it. For instance, the first question I'd like to ask you to Genuine. Genio, after you answer my question, you gonna choose one of these questions, and you're gonna choose for whom you would like to ask this question. So let's try here just to get an idea. So first question for Genio, what are you strength? What are your strengths? So what you are good on it? Let me know if you were talking about careers.
Thank you, Alex, for question to me. Um, my strength is actually in my job purpose. I can share some strength like I'm good at in um, community communication with community and also organizing. Also, I'm good at in presentation, and also I'm good at in um, reporting, and also uh, interpersonal communication with other stakeholders. So it's my strength,
Nice,
Alex.
very good. It's one of the most important today in current world. People are looking for someone who are able to communicate without problems, who are able to speak in public, who are able to speak with people in general, to explain some issues. So this is a great quality. And I should say that there's no any course that can teach you. This is about your personality, and you develop this on yourself. So that is a great quality. So keep with that, improving it because it's a great quality. And now it's your turn, Geno. What question you'd like to choose, and for who?
Thank you. I asked to um, Sarminapu. Sarminapu, can you hear me?
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I didn't hear it. Actually, some of my roommates are coming in my room. So
Okay,
can you
thank
please
you.
repeat the question?
Actually, what are your weaknesses? What are your weaknesses?
Okay. But I want to talk about this in this group call. But if it on makes on interview, then I will not share it all. But okay, now I am sharing it. One of my weakness is that time management. It's very hard for me because whenever I want to go in a proper time, I late. Always I late. Even if I want to go in some important work, then it's sometime like 1 or 2 minutes or 5 minutes late. But whenever I didn't take anything is not so important, then I will late about 15 minutes or 30 minutes late. So it's very embarrassing for me that I tried hard to get this off, but I didn't work about it. And one of the hardest thing is that to take to go to maintain this time management system for me. And this is my weakness actually. On another thing, if I want to make this proper in a proper way, then if I have try hard and I will succeed on over the situation. But when it comes to time, that is very hard. Even if I go to prepare myself in about 1 hour ago, 1 hour left, then it's very hard to complete in mean proper time. So when I try to get anything in proper time in means exact time, then it's very hard for me to get in that time about exact time actually. So my one of my weakness is that time management. And in other section, I will make always try to confirm all of this. So that's my weakness.
Nice.
Thank
Now
you.
it's
Thank
your
you.
turn, Alice. Sorry, now it's your turn, Charmy. Charmy, after Jane will ask you this question, it's your turn to choose one this question and for whom you'd like to make this question.
Mm, okay. Let me ask Alice if you want to answer it. I want to ask you one thing that did you want to leave your country? Do-
Okay. I
Actually, the question is that why do you want to leave your current, sorry, not country, company. So I want to know that if you want to leave your company.
Oh, okay. Maybe I can answer the fifth question at the same time. I don't want to leave my current company now. I think it's good, but in the future, I think I will leave this company. I will not work here my entire life. Maybe in 2 years, maybe 1 year or 2 years later, I will leave this company. But I don't know now. Actually, I think my current company is very good. I can learn a lot from my team, and all of my team members are very professional. I admire their technical skills very much, and they are friendly. They love to they are eager to teach me some technical skills. Although sometimes I feel quite stressful in this company because the work is very difficult, and sometimes I think I can't manage to do those works, and I really sometimes have some problem with my work. I need to I need to ask for some help. After solving those problems, I usually feel that I have improved a lot. So I think I can stay in this company for a long time. But I think the reason why I want to leave this company is that I want to work in a foreign country. Although our company has some positions in foreign countries, such as in the United States, in London, and in Singapore. But I think it's very hard for me to relocate to other foreign countries. I will be willing to relocate to the United States, but I can't find this kind of opportunity because of the working visa. Only the employees who are in very high level can relocate to the United States. So I think if they offer me this kind of opportunity, I will accept it as soon as possible in no time. But that's impossible. I think I have the opportunity to relocate to London and Singapore, but they will. I think they will not increase my salary if I relocate to London and Singapore. So I will not choose this because of the salary. The price the price in London and in Singapore is quite high. It's much higher than the price in China. So if I move to London and have the same salary in China, that's I think I will not have the same life quality as China, so I will not choose this. So that's why I have to leave my company because I want to find a job which has higher salary in foreign country. So maybe next year or 2 years later, I will apply for a job in European countries and try to find a job there. I think if I can't find a job there, I may try to relocate to London in my company. Okay, that's all.
Okay,
Nice.
thank you for this, Alex. And I want to say you one thing that your experience and I don't know what which is your school academic background. But I think if you try to go USA and that is the like you want to get a job in USA and it's like a dream country for all human being for now present time. So if you want, it's very easy for you because for this time very easy that is going USA for studies. And after 1 year, and actually it's about PhD or master's degree. If you want to get this degrees, and if you spend like one or in a master's approximately 2 year for master's degree, and then you can carry your any sector in your sector that technical sector. I didn't know about your job, maybe engineering or something, data engineering, I think. So this background is very demanding for USA. So if you try to go USA, it will be very easy for you for this time because there are lots of opportunities for now. So if you want to go, then you can try it. Because
And
I actually I explored most a lot of information about this study, masters and doctoral study, and I saw that there are very opportunity to get this.
Yes, thank you very much for your suggestion, Charmin. I know this. If I apply for a master's degree in the USA, and after I got my degree, I can work there with a legal visa. But my concern is that I have already got a master's degree, and now actually I don't want to spend time, even 1 year, to pursue another master's degree. And because it will cost me a lot of money to pursue this degree. So I think my first choice is to find a job in Europe because I don't have any visa problem there. And maybe in the future, I will try to transfer to USA. I think I can join a American company in Europe, and then try to find the opportunity to transfer there. I think maybe this I will cost least money in this method. But I don't know. Maybe pursuing for a degree in the USA is a good choice because the salary in USA is quite higher than the salary in Europe. But I have another problem. As you all know, Chinese government has a very bad relationship with the United States government, and there are some Chinese universities which is on the blacklist of the United States government. Donald Trump had a rule called 403 rule. He abandoned some. He doesn't allow some Chinese students who graduated from those universities to study in the United States. And unfortunately, my husband graduated from those schools, so he can't pursue another degree in the United States because they will not give him the student's visa. And if I want to go to the United States, I need to separate with him for at least 1 year. That's not I want, but I think if I have to immigrate, I will choose this. But now I think I have another method, so maybe this is not my first choice now.
Okay, that's yeah. Actually, your decision is good, and everyone's choice is different from other. And I just say that I know whatever. So I say it. It's okay. Your choice, your
Nice,
life, your choice. That's your
Yes, I think your suggestion is
opinion.
very great.
Yeah.
nice,
Okay.
nice.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much for your question. Guys, now it's your turn, Alice. What question would you like to choose and for whom?
Okay. I think I will choose Tanvir. My question is that what can you offer us that someone else can't? This is the question number 7.
It's up to you, Tanvir. Would you like to answer? The number 7. Alice choose you to answer this question.
Sorry, Alex. Can you repeat this question?
Yes, Alice, can you repeat the question for Tanvir?
Alex, can you repeat this question?
The question is the question number 7. What can you offer us that someone else cannot?
It's so difficult for me, but I want to say that everyone, that time, everyone grow up the skill. One of the most important things, English language, and English language. If you grow up and you able to success your life, because English is international language, and I suggest everyone English language, English, learn to English language and try to another countries companies apply, and unfortunately or significantly, if you get a job and you move the country, and I highly recommended USA, one of the most expensive countries, and their salary is so highly, and if you learn a English language, then you try a USA company, and you get a job. I think you can get a job, and you move the USA, and you live a luxurious life, I think. And because US so safely countries, and USA has a so opportunity for human being.
Sorry, Tinker. Sorry, let me ask again. Do you get the question? The question is about the career, it's about the job interview. So if someone else at the job interview that you always want to work in, ask it some questions like, what can you offer to us that someone else cannot offer to us? So what you can bring to our company? Why should I hire you? It's the same question, you know? Why should I hire you, or what you can offer to us that the other candidates cannot offer?
Oh yeah, I got it, but previous time I cannot got it. If you you asked me, what can you offer us that someone else cannot? And it's
Can be anything: communication skills, strength,
that question.
with computers.
Can you answer this question?
Yes, sure. I'm gonna try. So
Thank you.
let's suppose that question was in my case. So I certainly could agree many things with your company. One of the things which I really like to do, and people tell me that I'm really good on it, is speak up publicly and share my communication. My communication skills is one of my strengths, so I should do that on the best part of my job, my career, because as I'm a occupational safety technician, I should work with people all the time. So I should teach them some new techniques to do their jobs. And my communication skills is one of my greatest strengths. And I really appreciate that you give me opportunity to show you that I'm the fit person for this job. So I could bring to you communication skills, attitude. I like to do things. I do not like to postergare. I do not like to wait a lot to do my tasks. So as you ask me the tasks, I first start at the first time, I gonna try to do as best as possible. So I'm commitment and I good speaking. I like to speak publicly. And that these are some topics which I would like to bring to your company if you hire me.
Yeah, Alex, I understand your answer. Because I am a student, that's why I cannot understand the
Okay,
question,
no problem.
and
No.
I cannot answer this question. And
But let me ask you.
I have no experience any company. That's why I cannot answer
No
this
problem.
question. But
No problem.
Alex,
We are here to
yes,
learn.
sorry, Alex,
Let's just support that you are trying the first job
sorry,
on
Alex,
your life.
please, sorry, Alex.
No problem. Let's suppose that you are looking for the first job tender. How can you answer this question? The people are interviewing you and they would like to know what you have that is some special, what ability that you have, which is some special and could bring a lot of money for that company or could bring a lot of benefits for the company that you are applying. So, what type question? What should be your answer for this question? Even if you are at the first job position, let me know how should you answer this question. What you are good on it? Let me know what things that you are good to do it.
Yeah, usually that it is when I have a one company create. I have been one company create, and I I hire some employers, and when the interview time, and I asked the employers, asked them uh, their skill. I would like to show that their skill and their job experience and their
Yeah.
communication skill, and their basic one of the most thing, their computer skill is one of the most important factors for a company. And
Yeah.
I asked, and another side is uh, their smartness. I saw their smartness, and
Nice. No problem. No problem. We got you. We got you. So the next question I'd like to how or what type of question or choose one question, Tanvir, and for whom you would like to make this question. It's your turn.
can you ask me? Ask you?
Yes,
Can I
I'd
ask
like that
you?
you I'd like that you choose one of this question right now. And after you choose
Sorry.
one, yes, after you choose one, just ask it this question for someone else here at our English speaking session. So it's your turn to choose one question. What question do you choose?
Okay, Alex, but I say that I can ask you.
Okay, what? Choose one question. Which question? Which question do you choose, Andrew?
Tanbir bhai, are you understand the Alex question? Actually, Alex want to say you can see the screen. There is a 9 question available. You can ask one question to Alex, and Alex will reply you your question answer.
Yeah, yeah, I understand, but it's our. I think it's our rules, and Alex, Alex, our mentors. But I try to ask
Sure,
him.
you can choose. You can choose a question and I can answer. I'm the middle of you guys. I'm not a teacher. I'm just another English learner as you. So you
Mm,
can choose a question
I
and I
think
can
it's
answer.
a
Go ahead.
picture. I thinking what kind of question asked you.
Okay.
Okay, why are you interested in your working for? Insert company name here.
Okay, so I'm supposed this question. I'm put a name here that is a big company which I ever looked to work in, but unfortunately until today I didn't get this opportunity. But I do not say I believe I do not say the name of this company, but I'm trying answer like this. Okay, so the question number 3. So I really interested in work for this company because I have been looking for a lot of opportunities for company which are increasing, which are technology boom, and which have a lot of opportunities for their job, their workers. And I have been looking that your company is one of the best company at your time, all time related to this field. So I'm looking for a company which can be challenging or can be a challenge to me. And if I find this opportunity, if I get this opportunity to work at this company, I'm really sure that I'm gonna do my best to achieve your tasks and to make more than you expected to me to my career. So I'm looking forward, and maybe in the future I can be a manager, I can be a coordinator or things like that because I'm looking forward to do my best. And if I do it, if you hire me, I'm sure that you're gonna be very glad about your decision today.
Yeah, right. Thank you. But you know that our company name?
No.
Yeah, it's
I
our
cannot. I
company
cannot tell you. I cannot tell you the company because if I
our
tell the
company
name,
name is the Cinco company.
yes, I do not tell the. I cannot tell because if I tell the name, maybe people are gonna see on the
Okay,
YouTube.
it's okay. It's okay.
Nice, but it's a big company. It's an international company. There are a lot of companies of this all over the world. They have a lot of offices, headquarters from all over the world. I'm sure that you know this company, but I cannot say. I already did a job interview there when I was
Okay,
unemployed. Yes, I
it's
already made.
optional. Yes, it's optional. A question. So you do not know it's usually subject, usually subject. It's okay.
Nice.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you. Thank you for the question. So, guys, I believe we did here. I don't know. Is there anyone here which do not answer any question, any of this question yet? I believe everyone answered a question, right? Everyone had the opportunity to answer just one question, and that's is enough for today. And that shows, guy, that we all must be ready for the future. So if we are studying English, I'm sure that there is a main goal besides, there's a main goal to why are you studying English? If you had not any ambitions to travel abroad, to look for a better job, or to maybe improve on your own career. So why are you studying English? Okay, so I'm sure that everyone else here, as my own example, are develop their English skills because you both guys would like to get a better job or a better life or travel abroad, anything that this that I foretold with. So it's very important English in our lives. So make this enjoyable, make English enjoyable at your life. So find a time to reading, find a time to watching videos, find a time to practice English with us here. That is okay. That's it's gonna be amazing for your English. But as you both saw some minutes before, since we started this English meeting, you had a lot of improvement at your English. I saw that. I saw your English is very good right now. If you are doubt, maybe if you are facing some doubts about your English, just go at our YouTube channel
Thank
and
you,
watch it.
Alex.
You watch your first video. Watch our first video that we shared there, and there you're gonna see your improvement because you can watch the first video that we recorded on this English meeting decisions here, and you can compare with your current day, with your current English level. You're gonna see your improvement, guys. It's very clear that we are improvement. And that's it. We are here at Sunday, practicing English again. And even we can maybe we could do a lot of things today. For instance, I could practice football with my son. I could do some hiking, walking. I could went to the park right now with my family, but I decided to choose stay here and practice English because English is nice. English is very difficult, but it's nice and worthy. English is worth, which means takes time, but it's gonna be very good when you get a good level in it. So thank you so much for all of you guys. Now it's your turn. I'd like that you give you some minutes to express your own feelings, to express yourself in English. But let's try make a quick presentation here. I'd like to ask you guys. Always, we have been new. How can I say? We have been asked to introduce ourselves for people, for new persons at our life, maybe at company, maybe at our family life, and things like that. So right now, I'd like to ask you, Tanvir, could you introduce yourself for us? Tell me a little bit about your name, what country you live, how is your age, and if you are married or not, and let me know what are you studying if you are not working. So could you say things about yourself in English? Could you that? I believe this is going to be the last part of our English session today. So our today's English session. So I'd like to ask you to introduce yourself, but make it a completely introducing. Okay.
Thank you, Alex, for your question. I am I am a student. My name is Mehram Hussain Tanvir, and my nickname is Tanvir. Everyone call me Tanvir. And however, I am from Bangladesh, and I am a student, and my department is mathematics, and my university is Noakhali Government College. It's southern part of Bangladesh. It's one of the famous districts, and every Bengalis know these countries. And however, I have one siblings, and uh, I living with my parents, and my my mother is homework housewife, and my father is my father is, how can I say, my father is a businessman. That's all.
Nice, nice, perfect. Exactly.
Thank
And
you.
you, Cheno, it's your turn. Introduce yourself, but make it a completely introduce. Let me know exactly who you are, with what you work with, and which country do you live in, and what is your goals. If you are working, let me know what your goals with your job, or if you are studying, let me know about your work, about your study. So if you are married, if you have child, let me know a little bit about you.
Thank you, Alex, for the question. Uh, this is Muhammad Jainul Abidin. You can call me Jainul. I am currently 36. So I am a professional employee, like I am a job holder. I'm working with the United Nations World Food Program in Bangladesh with vulnerable community. My job is food providing and also monitoring, and also implement the also implement the our goal, our major activities. So uh, I'm very much interested to go abroad, and I'm interested to learn new challenging, because I love challenging. And previous 13 years, I work in difficult places in Bangladesh, like a hill tract area, island area. It's too much difficult to live there. So I love challenging all time. And right now I'm trying to learn English and increase my fluency. I hope I'll get better to learn English by this practice group. So best of luck. Thank you so much, Alex and everyone.
Thank you, Geno. And you are making a lot of progress. I have been seeing that. I can say without any doubt that you are made a lot of progress, and it's always a pleasure to speak with you, my friend. And you, nice, Alice. Let me know about yourself. Can you introduce yourself for all of you who maybe all of people who are watching us on YouTube or who are watching us here right now as our community? Let me know a little bit about yourself.
Okay. My name is Alice. I'm from China, and now I am living in the capital city of China, Beijing. I am an engineer working in a tech company. To be more precise, I am a data scientist. Every day, I program a lot and deal with the numbers. That's my job. I have been in this group for over half a year, and I think I have improved my English skill a lot. Oh, besides, I'm 27 years old and I'm married, but I don't have any children now because now I am concentrating on my career. Um, and maybe next year or 2 years later, I am thinking about finding a job in foreign country. So that's why I have been practicing my English skill very hard. Okay, that's all.
Nice. Perfectly. Thank you so much to share. And as I always said for you, Alice, it's always a pleasure to account with you at our English speaking club and English speaking season 2. You have a good English accent. So, Charming, it's your turn. Tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, and where you live in, and how old are you, and maybe what are you studying if you are not working.
Yeah, thank you, Alex. Um, okay, I'm telling about myself. I'm Sharmin Tumpa. I'm from Bangladesh. I live in Bangladesh in a division, one of the most biggest division in our country. It's called Mymensingh. I'm from Mymensingh, and it's not my hometown. My hometown is Gazipur, Dhaka, and I'm doing my graduation. I'm and from my national university, and I'm in third year graduation, continuing my third year graduation. And my ambition and goal is to study in abroad. And my dream country is USA. I want to study in USA, and I'm trying to get master's degree on abroad in USA. So I'm trying to practice my speaking improvement in this group or session, and I'm here for my speaking practice, speaking improvement, and I am preparing to get English proficiency test. It's called IELTS. And for my IELTS exam, I'm here to practice more to improve for my improvement. And for this improvement, it's a best I in my opinion, it's a best group for me, that's helped me a lot for improving my English fluency and English speaking also. And I think if you want to practice with us, it will be a great moment for us, and it will be a great help for you. And if you think so, then you can join with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Charming. It was always a pleasure to speak with you. And right now, it's very good to account with you at our English speaking club. So, guys, that's all for today. I'd like to say thank you so much for everyone who are watching us on the YouTube channel here. I'm gonna finish the recording this English meeting, so people stay here with me. I just gonna finish the recording, and after that, I gonna make some considerations, so final considerations with you guys. But for everyone else who are watching us on the YouTube channel, I'd like to say thank you and ask you to subscribe at our YouTube channel, to share this YouTube channel with some friends which you know that are trying learning English by themselves. And don't forget to click the like button. This helps so much our English YouTube channel. So see you on the next English recording.